What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima,
This is not
not
another damn
another
podcast.
damn podcast.
Presented by
Our damn selves.
So 298.
298.
Let's do it, yeah. You know, we're on the tail end of Super Bowl weekend and on the eve of Valentine's Day. So that's when this will be released, yeah. So my Simpsons fans to get this dope. Congratulations going out to for winning the Super Bowl.
Me?
Or this, we have no idea who won. So I think I predicted that was going to win the Super Bowl, or I didn't predict that would win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. And I hear that president will be watching with his wife.
Right. Well, yeah, shout out, yeah. Shout out, hopefully Rihanna did her thing, but if she didn't, shout out Rihanna for not doing her thing. I expected it to be good though, but yeah, you never know with these halftime performances. Somebody
This
hitting
would be a good way to say, hey, I'm back, because she hasn't performed in years, and then this is her first time performing as a new mom. So I have to, as a mom, from one mom to another, I definitely am going to root for her, just trying to get back out there, because
what the fans really want though is new Rihanna music. She had the Black
oh
Panther,
yeah,
which is Oscar nominated, by the way. We didn't mention that during our Oscar show, but yeah, Lift Me Up did get nominated for an Oscar. So because that's over the closing credits of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So it's like I'm hoping Rihanna gets that Oscar, yeah. So yeah, we get her
she
there.
can join Eminem, 3 6 Mafia,
6 Mafia, yeah.
John Legend,
John is Common, John Legend and Common.
yeah. So it's been a few.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Rihanna is nominated. I'm hoping she
Nice.
Lift Me Up. Yeah. That'd be dope because that Super Bowl performance and an Oscar all in the same year. That'd be pretty fucking dope. But her fans are definitely thirsty. Like when the new Rihanna music come in, when they saw her halftime show was first announced, that's the first thing they said. Okay,
it's
when
like, we need new
music.
music.
The album coming. It's like that's what
I
everybody.
like what she's enjoying being a mom right now. Like she's soaking that up, and
yeah. And she's making so much goddamn money from this Fenty.
She's a fucking billionaire, yeah.
This Fenty brand, so she never has to release music.
Being savage,
Making so much money from this damn thing.
Getting that money.
But as a
Because I
creator,
was looking at some of the stuff, I was like, I think I might give me some of that savage lingerie. I was like, some of that stuff. I was like, oh, that's cute. That's cute. That's cute. I was like, I might give me some stuff. And like her Fenty Beauty is supposed to be for like all skin tones and everything, because it looks like it does have a wide range. We know sometimes as women of color, they don't always have all of our shades. We'll just say it like that. So, but Rihanna, it looks like she has like a broad spectrum.
Looking chalky, some of that makeup. Yeah.
I'm like, that does it.
Come on now. So she actually got it right. Some sisters got that chalky shit on there. Looking like Heath Ledger from the fucking Batman. the Dark Knight looking like Joker. Why so serious?
Or like Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn or Joker, Heath Ledger and shit.
Like that.
That chalky shit, yeah. Wonder how I got these scars on my face looking like him.
It's gotta match. Like the neck and the face gotta match. Oh, it's gotta match up in here. But yeah, congratulations for winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And big ups, and big up, we actually did well. Big ups to Patrick Mahomes, second MVP regular season. So, and big ups for winning the Super Bowl MVP. Gotta keep it going.
Hey, because at this point, but
got his second. So yeah, congrats going out to that brother. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Since we on the subject of sports, let's just go right into it. Congratulations, LeBron James. Officially the all-time leading scorer in NBA history.
My drums. My weak drums.
Passed off Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who broke the record damn near 40 years ago.
40 years ago, yeah.
It's like 30,387 was the record. Was the record. Now LeBron James is obviously past that, but since he's still active, I won't read the number he has here because
and counting. You say this, that, and counting.
But he's past 38,387. We know that much, yeah, because that was the old record. Like, I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be that outdated, so I won't read like what the number I have in front of me. But it's over that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big.
I was trying to stay up and watch it. I actually dozed off, and then like I found it on YouTube because like when I woke up, then I saw
I saw it on the Bleacher Report because
I was like, damn it! I was trying to stay up to watch it, but you know, the West Coast games be like.
I definitely went to bed. I do my radio show and I teach class. I said I got to get my late night nap in. It's like, I watch LeBron on the highlights. It's like,
I purposely stayed up to watch it. I was purposely trying to stay up because usually I'm in bed by like 10 or 10:30.
Yeah, because I get me a nice nap in between teaching class and doing the overnight show. So yeah, I said I'll catch it on the highlights, yeah, which I did. Like so when I got up, I caught the Bleacher Report and saw the shot where ironically the fadeaway he hit the fadeaway to break the record. Because everybody was saying like is he gonna sky hook? He's like it was always like there was a lot of speculation like how he was gonna break it.
The sky hook is very hard to do.
I'm sure he probably couldn't get it right, so he probably said, fuck that. Like, he probably tried the sky hook in practice, but
it didn't work.
Nah.
Because I haven't seen anybody really successfully do the sky hook, really.
Yep, that's a career special there, the sky hook, yeah. But that's a huge feat. Like I said, love him or hate him. A lot of people hate the man. It's like LeBron James.
And that's what I said. Like, my whole thing that I go into with that is records are meant to be broken. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, if somebody breaks your fave's record that you really don't like, of course you're going to be critical. Well, he only got it because this. He only got it because he played 20 years. And that's why I'm here. Well, you could break records if you play 20 years.
Longevity count. Kareem played 20 years. It's like,
and then my thing is, you have to think about whether you like LeBron or you love him or hate him. The fact that he's played 20 years in the league, hasn't had significant injuries. Like, I mean, obviously injuries are part of the game, but he hasn't missed like whole
first season. Major injury was that year when he hurt his groin like a couple of seasons ago. He went like probably like 17 seasons without like missing any significant time.
Right.
Whatever year that was, I think 2 years ago, yeah, when he had the severe groin pull, whatever that's the first time he missed significant time in his career. So
yeah, like you have to think about the fact that he didn't have a season-ending injury. He never had that. So the fact that he's able to take
the guy who I thought would break it some years back, like didn't because he broke his body. Like when Kobe had that Achilles tear. Kobe was never the same after that, but like Kobe was the guy I thought would get this record.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Was just obsessed with scoring. Like, LeBron is like not even like a scorer like that. Like LeBron's more of a facilitator, which is like makes this even more impressive. That the guy is like you don't even think of him as a scorer first. Guy like is the guy with the record now. Like Kobe was the guy that he didn't see a shot he didn't like.
Kobe was a fierce competitor. Like he was like, I'm gonna win.
Shot he didn't like and shit. Basically.
I'm winning. And I'm doing whatever it takes for me to win. I'm going to win. I'm going to win. If I have to take 100 shots, I will take 100 shots in this game.
Forget that when he had the Achilles injury, he was averaging like 27 points a season. So he still was dominant. He hadn't started declining. That injury changed him, though. After that, he was never the same player. Yeah.
And then he bowed out gracefully because he knew that his better days were behind him. So then he was like,
playing 20 years. It was time. That's
he said, okay. And then he bowed out gracefully. He did. Yeah. He had a nice retirement tour. He did. But LeBron, it was nice to see like his wife, his children, his mom, to see all of them there and to just see their joy in their face. And like I said, I still go with this. I like the black man shouting out the black wife. Like he was like, she's the real Savannah's the real MVP. He's like, she's the one who should be. And then she looked like what she looked, she was like, he's like, no, he's like, actually, like this should go to her. Like she's actually the MVP.
She was like, I ain't on no basketball court.
Shit. But I mean, I get where, but I love that he places so, puts his wife up so much on that pedestal. Like, it's nice to see that, to see a black man honoring his black wife and his black mom and his black children during Black History Month. I love it. So I'm here for that. I'm here for the black positivity. I'm here for it.
Want to go over some of the other names? Want to just read the rest of the top 10? Let's do it.
Yes. So we had so
LeBron,
now we have LeBron
and Kareem. So we know
Kareem,
number 3,
Karl Malone,
obviously. Number 4, the guy I just mentioned, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant.
5 is Jordan.
Jordan's 5 now, right?
Yep, Jordan's 5. Guess who 6 is? Like just so he was top 5 until like recent years.
It's not Dirk. I know Dirk is on the list.
Is 6, yeah.
Oh, I thought he was 7. I thought he was 7. Okay. So Dirk
Now, the
is
guy
6.
that originally had this record for years is 7, Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain
was the guy for like decades. It's like
he scored 100 points.
Kareem passed him, and then a bunch of these other guys passed him eventually too. Yeah, like Wilt was the guy. Like for now he's 7. 8, Shaq.
8.
9, Carmelo. Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Carmelo's top 10, and Moses Malone is number 10. So that's your top 10
okay.
of all time.
That's a nice mix of older and newer.
How close is Carmelo to Shaq? I'm trying to see, like, because I don't think he officially retired, to the best of my knowledge. He just old now and nobody signed him. That's all he is. But if Carmelo gets picked up, he's Shaq is 28.596. Carmelo's 28.289. So he's a few hundred off. Like he came back, he could still pass Shaq. I don't know if anybody's gonna sign Carmelo at this point though.
And Shaq could come in and be like, I'm coming out of retirement.
We'll see. I want to see a 50-year-old Shaq. Like, get that from the desk of like TNT and then like and do Superman for real, like rip it off and have his jersey under there. That'd be amazing. Shaq could be a real Superman. Like tear the suit off and then have a Shaq jersey up under it. I'm going
with Shaq jersey, Orlando or Lakers. Ooh.
Going to the game. Yeah. And that's another thing that's impressive about this list too. Like it's like there's only 2 names that under this top 2 of Moses too. Like 3 names, yeah. Most of these will have been played for the Lakers, almost every one of these guys. So Lakers just know how to get good players. This is what they do. So LeBron, Laker, Kareem, Laker, Karl Malone, 1 year with the Lakers.
Cup of coffee.
Of course, Mike never played. Dirk never played. Wilt, Laker. Shaq, Laker. Carmelo, Laker. And Moses never played. So almost every one of these guys at some point played for the Lakers.
Yeah.
The Lakers, this is what they do. They know how to get like the best players.
They know how to get the best players. And they did. Boy, did they have the best. They had Kareem. They had Kobe. They had LeBron. Yeah, Wilt.
Yeah. Shaq, yeah, like they get some talent, them goddamn Lakers. Like love them or hate them Lakers, they know how to acquire some talent.
I gotta put my Chicago on. Jordan know everything. Y'all being silly.
That's the blessing and the curse with being a Bulls fan. It's like we had Jordan, but the curse is y'all still stuck on Jordan. He left 25 years ago. It's like
98 was a long time ago.
So that's the blessing and curse of being a Bulls fan. You had Jordan, but you had Jordan. You had Jordan. It's like y'all still talking about Jordan now. You had him 25 years ago. That's the dilemma of being a Bulls fan. Plus, you had Jordan. The negative, you had Jordan.
Let's just open up that door for Jordan. I said, we ain't new at this.
Oh, yeah, we definitely knew.
Jordan, have you watched the trailer for Air?
I haven't seen it.
Have you watched it?
Is it part 2 of the Last Dance?
No. Thankfully. So this is something I'm actually excited about. So I'm like, they try and get me back in the movie theaters. They are. It's going to be a movie that's going to be released based on true events surrounding how Nike got Michael Jordan to be the face.
Yeah.
Of Nike.
What people don't realize is before Jordan, Nike was kind of a dumpster fire.
Yeah. Yeah, they were trash. They were trash.
Converse was the sneaker company for like Hoopers.
Yeah, and they showed that in the trailer. They showed all of that. Let me find the cast.
And I think that because Converse had all the top guys. They had Magic. They had like Bird. They had Dr. J. So like I think they actually turned down Jordan because they said we got too many stars. They kicked themselves.
Let's
They
look at this
kicked them
cast.
out. So,
So this movie, Ben Affleck is directing it.
okay. He's a big
Here-
time director these days.
Here's the cast. You got Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. You know they besties, so you see one, you see the other. Chris Tucker is in. I actually saw it on Chris Tucker's Facebook because he posted. He's like, "Oh, check out this movie. By the way, I'm in it." Chris Tucker,
Okay.
Jason Bateman, Marlon Wayans,
Okay.
and one of my faves, Miss Viola Davis is playing Dolores Jordan.
That's interesting.
I was like, okay, when they showed her, I was like, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I was like, yes.
That's interesting.
But it's an excellent trailer, like the way that they showed it. And it's looking like to me, I don't know if they're actually going to show Michael per se, but it looks like they're showing him from like behind or like silhouette, like because we know like how, especially us, like we're Chicagoans, that was like Mike, it ain't no damn Mike. You know, we're very
that trash
critical.
ass Jordan biopic from back in the 90s. Like, we don't want another one of those. Remember that awful Michael Jordan
You
biopic?
see my face.
We don't
It
know.
was trash. It was awful. It was.
It was terrible.
But it looks like they may not show, like, well, at least from the trailer, I saw the official trailer, like they never showed his face, but they were showing the other characters. Because Chris Tucker was talking about Converse is king or whatever. He was saying that, like Converse, because he said, when you said that, I was like, yeah, because Chris Tucker's character was like, Converse is the NBA, and
Yep.
and then they were trying to get
Nike
like
was a motherfucking factor, as Evelyn said.
the whole Jordan thing. And then at
Tie
the
it
end
all
of the,
together, basketball wives get it.
yep. At
Nike
the
was
end of the
a
trailer,
non-factor.
this is what made me smile when they was like, okay, what do you plan to call these shoes? What do you want to call them? And then he said Air Jordan. And he was like, I guess it'll grow on me. He was like he wasn't feeling Air Jordan, like he was not feeling the name Air Jordan. But it looks like
Nike was trying to push their Air brand
a
at the
really good movie.
because Nike there was it was Air everything during that time. Like Air Force Ones had just dropped a couple years before. And then you had Air Flights, you had Air Max later.
Air Max.
Nike was just stuck on Air. That's why they went with Air Jordan. It's at the time it probably did sound stupid. It just sounds so familiar now because Nike was just stuck on Air at the time. That's why they said, okay, we the Air company instead, so we gonna call them Air Jordans. Damn it, that's what that.
It looks very good. I think it comes out April 5th or something, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I know it comes out in April. So I'm like, and they're like only in theaters. It's like I might have to get to the show to see that. Like I really haven't been to the show really to see a lot of movies lately. But I might.
Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
What's the last one?
Before that, I saw Woman King. Before that, I saw
Same thing with me.
the Batman. I saw 3 movies like in the last year and a half, like in the show.
I saw Woman King and I saw Black Panther. Yeah, I did too.
That was the last couple years. Probably it was the last 2 years I've seen 3 movies. That's since COVID. Probably that's probably the only. I saw Black Panther Wakanda Forever, The Woman King, and The Batman. It's the only 3 movies I've seen in the show.
I saw Tom and Jerry in 2021. I did the movie there for the kid's birthday.
Glad I missed that screening.
Yeah, I'm glad you missed that. I'm glad you did.
Caught COVID the very next day or whatever.
Yeah, I'm glad you missed it. I did the private screening. But
let's stay on. Go ahead.
It looks so good though. Like just watching it, like like I was smiling the whole time. I'm like, this is a great trailer.
Okay.
So it looks like an awesome movie. So check it out. Air 2023 movie. Like if you just Google that, you'll find it and watch the trailer and let me know what you guys think of it because it looks
forgetting
awesome.
the 80s Air Nike wanted to call everything Air. That's where the Air Jordan name came from. It wasn't even Jordan's idea, it came from Nike. Like, we calling all our shoes Air, damn it, so we calling these Air Jordans.
Air Jordan.
That's all that came from. Hey, whether you like it or not, like all our shoes are Air and shit, damn it. But let's stay on the NBA. Yeah, trade deadline went down. Let's start with our Bulls. Like, yeah, the big moves the Bulls made. Let me tell you the big moves they made.
That's a goose egg.
That's
See
dead
my goose.
silence.
See my goose egg.
That
Goose
was
egg.
goose eggs from the kid. Dead silence for me. That's the
Goose
move
egg.
the Bulls made. Dead silence. Yeah. Wolves and the Cavs are the only two teams that didn't make any moves. The Cavs got a nice young core, so like I
Yeah, they
get,
beat the Bulls
yeah.
on Saturday night. So
But the fucking Bulls are like, yeah, what are you doing? I don't know what direction this team. Let's before we get to the trades, like let's go on a mini Bulls rant. Yeah, shout out to League, rest in peace. But yeah, I'm about to shit on our Bulls. Like, because they're an aging team that's not a contender and doesn't have any real young prospects. So like, what that's like a deadly combination. Yeah. When you're an aging team, like you're supposed to be
it
like
is.
win now, but this team is anything but win now. It's like,
Right.
it's like no, who said
Right.
nobody is like, yeah, I think the Bulls can win it all this year. Like I haven't heard one single person. Salif probably would have said it if he was still around.
They're my
One
thing
single person.
I so often say they're consistently inconsistent.
Mm.
That's what it is. Consistently inconsistent.
You're an aging team. You should be in win now mode. They're not. Or if you're up and coming, you should have like some great young prospects. Like I said, unless you think Patrick Williams, Kobe White, and Ayo Dosunmu are like the core of the future of this team, like which I don't. It's like, yeah, then like what are you doing? It's like
I don't know what they're doing.
you might not even have a pick in this upcoming draft because of that Vooch trade. Yeah, so you tanking is not really like a sure thing because the pick is what top 5 protected, but yeah, well if the Bulls get the number 6 pick, then Orlando gets that pick. Yeah. So so like yeah, you're in a bad spot. Like the Lonzo Ball, I don't know what his future holds. I saw an article. I also know who they comparing him to already. I saw somebody. I saw a Brandon Roy comparison already, which is not a good thing. That's bad.
I saw that. Yeah, Brandon
Today,
Roy.
I just saw that today. They comparing
Yeah.
Lonzo's injury to Brandon Roy. His career ended like was he 27 when he retired? Like he's like very prematurely that dude was in career.
Marcus was telling me, Marcus said it's like a Brandon Roy thing with like it's like, and I'm like when he said that, I was like, fuck. I was like,
I read an article
I was like,
today.
I was like when he said it's like a Brandon Roy
comparison today. I was on
that's
the
not good. If it's like Brandon Roy, that's not good.
Yeah, because it's very mysterious. Like, because Lonzo hasn't played in over a year. It was January of 2022, the last time this dude touched the court, and there's no word yet. Like, yeah, like oh, he's making progress. Like, we ain't heard shit like about what was going on with him. So it's very, very mysterious. Like this injury, it's not like oh yeah, well he's making progress. He's doing this. He's doing that. Is they all keeping like hush hush like everybody with the organization. Like, well, we don't have any new information about his progress. Like, yeah, the coach probably don't even know. It's like I'm saying he probably don't.
Yeah,
even
Donovan probably like,
yeah. So
Anthony probably like,
they keeping this shit real.
LeVar, I know who knows. LeVar knows. I know who knows.
Oh, I'm sure. And he ain't saying shit either.
Let's get some truth serum in him to get him to talk.
Let's get him drunk. That's truth serum.
Let's get the truth serum. Before I said the truth serum.
Some of that brown.
Let's get some of that in.
Some of that Hennessy and VSOP.
Some of that yak in. Let's get some of that yak in and let's get the truth.
Or as Busta Rhymes said, Pastor Cavassier.
The latest man. The Cavassier. The latest man.
Yeah, let's get him hardball lit and find out what's going on with his knee.
We need to know. We need answers. I know what's going on.
Been over a year. Like if he can't play, then like we should know that so then you can move on. At least like if dude can't play anymore, then like that gives
so
the
at least you can just
okay. Now we can like try to trade for a point guard at least. Like yeah, at least like if he can't play, then have the option to move on. The silence is what I
that closure, yeah, because you want that. You want that closure. You do.
Yeah. So at least now we know we got to find a point guard. At least you know.
Otherwise, we're just spinning our wheels right now.
Because it is people that are still holding out that a healthy Lonzo is all this team needs. It's like who knows if that's ever going to happen. I think this team needs a lot more than a healthy Lonzo. Even if he was playing, this team
I'll be willing to go out on a limb and say if Lonzo is healthy and returns back to. No one's ever going to be 100%
before the injury.
Let's say 90%. Let's say he gets back to 85, between 85 and
Played
90%.
before January of 22. Like the
Let's say
first,
he gets back to that.
first 2 months of last season, let's say.
Yeah. I'll be willing to even say that, okay, yes, you put him on a team. You now have your floor general, you now have your distributor. However, it's still some other gaping holes in the roster. It is.
Especially in that front court.
That can start the that's a good start. That's a place to start. That's a starting point, but it's still other holes. That's not just going to magically fix everything. I don't think it's going to magically fix everything.
So, and how under the radar this dude's been. I even mentioned him when I mentioned the young prospects like Dalen Terry. I don't even know what he is, like, because he don't even touch the court. So I have no opinion on Dalen Terry right now.
I know what he is.
I didn't even mention him. I forgot about him. That's how little.
He's a meme for me because it's like every time he's like, he's he's so animated. Like
Pat Will, Io, and Kobe. I didn't even think about him because that's how little he touches the court.
Yeah.
So I
like to see more Dalen Terry. I like to see.
I definitely want to see more Dalen. The team is not good anyway. At least play the young cat. See what he got. He's like, yeah. This is when you should be like testing shit out. Let's see
Let
what
him
he
develop.
Got. Yeah. Hey, put him out there. See how he looks. It's like, yeah. Because you're not a contender. It's not like last year when Bulls were like a top 2 or 3 team for like half the season. It's like,
and then they decline. Yeah.
After the end, the Lonzo injury.
But this and best now. Y'all are playing.
Yeah, you probably play in because I think they've either been playing or out of the playoffs this whole season. I don't even think they've been 6 yet. To the best of my knowledge, they either like in the play in like 7 through 10 or totally on the outside looking in. They've either been like in those 2 spots this year.
Yeah.
Like when they were
the highest they've been was 7.
They were on them real losing streaks. They were like, on the outside looking like 11, 12. They were down there at one point. But I think they're back in the play in now, like maybe like 8 or something. They around there now.
Yeah, they like around 8, I want to say.
So that's where they're hovering now. So like
so they'll probably finish 7 or 8, probably.
At least see how the prospects look. Give Dalen Terry some playing time.
And be a playing team.
How the kid looks, man.
Well, if you're a playing team, you just gotta kick ass.
Yeah.
You gotta kick ass. So you gotta see play in and get into the playoffs.
Yeah. If you don't play, at least make it.
You gotta be ready. Be ready.
But let's talk about the big deal of the day. Kevin Durant to the Phoenix Suns. This is just like a day after Kyrie Irving was traded to the Mavericks, so it's all like a chain reaction there. Well, basically, we're gonna talk about the Brooklyn Nets.
Kyrie said, he requested a trade. I want to be traded. He said that.
I would have said it back when all of the nonsense, when they suspended him and all of that.
Yeah.
I would have said, yeah, all right, no, fuck you, Nets. Like, I'm out of here. But he did come back and like he played. Yeah, that's why I say Kyrie Irving. Like, say what you want about him, but he is like he's a man of integrity. Yeah, he didn't sit his contract out. He came and played because I'm sure he wanted to. After the suspension, he probably wanted to leave.
Yeah, because that was bullshit.
And the man for like tweeting a movie that he probably didn't even watch. So yeah,
with
no context on it, just a simple tweet with no context.
And I stand firm on that. I mean, I'm not a Kyrie fan or anything. I don't dislike him or anything like that. But I mean, I seriously doubt he watched that movie. I don't think he even watched it.
I tried to watch it, and it was like that was hard.
You said it was boring.
Like I turned it off maybe like about 20 minutes. I was like, it sucks, man.
I think he watched it.
And I have the Audible, which I haven't even tried to listen to. I haven't even opened the Audible up yet. I'm scared to listen to the Audible.
He's a different kind of cat. Like, I mean, I know someone who kind of moves like a Kyrie Irving. So it's like he's a different type of dude. Like, he likes to read, he likes to be enriched, he likes to delve deeper into, well, what if the world isn't what we think it is? And he likes to delve into things like that. That's thought-provoking.
Dude.
Yeah, he's a different kind of cat. He's a different kind of guy. So
glad he played the media to the left when they were still trying to talk about the trade. And he's like, ask me about Dallas. He almost Allen Iverson and shit. Like, talk about the fucking game. Well, he's still talking about the Brooklyn Nets. Like with his first post game with Dallas. Like, like ask me about this fucking game, basically.
Right.
I'm still stuck on that and shit. Like, I don't play for them anymore. Like,
I don't play for them.
it's basically said, like, yeah, let's talk about the game we just played in. Like, I'm a Maverick now. Let's talk about that.
So
I'm not
Kyrie,
answering any Brooklyn Nets questions.
Kyrie and Luka, I'm like,
That's a nice duo. Yeah.
that's a 1-2 punch.
Takes the pressure off Luka because they were like a one-man team. Because they tried, because like they had tried Porzingis, it didn't work out. And ever since they traded him, it's been a one-man team. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, not knocking like Tim Hardaway like and Spencer Dinwiddie, like not knocking those guys, but yeah, they were one-man team. It's like
Luka is he's on another level. He's he's a franchise player. He is
Luka, but even Mike, you know, it's like you still need that sidekick. So like
so you need that sidekick. Like,
I'm glad that Kyrie
not being funny.
Kyrie was a great sidekick for LeBron, so he should be a good one for Luka.
That's what happened with us, like with Derrick. Like, Derrick Rose was a franchise player, but
tried to that. Rose never got him a Kyrie. He never
had that punch, that second punch.
His MVP season, the second best player was what? The Ding. What? It's like, come on, it's nothing against him, but like you need
Which
more.
was a good glue guy. He's a good third option.
But as far as like that second star, you
need that punch. Like that's why it's called a 1-2 punch. It's what's called 1-2. Your 1-2 punch. You need that.
Almost every championship team has had that. There's a few exceptions. The 04 Pistons, they shook everything.
They were a bunch of role players.
They put them on the side because like they went against the grain on every single trophy.
Yeah, they were a bunch of role players.
Get them to the side. The other team I'm thinking of right now is the 2011 Mavericks. Like it was Dirk and a bunch.
It was just Dirk and because Dirk was a franchise player.
Yeah, and a bunch of role players. Yeah. So
we had the Jet.
An old ass Jason Kidd, Sean Marion, guys that used to be good, like Marion,
Tyson Chandler.
Chandler is like is like unless you just think JJ Barea was so cold and shit.
He did put Miss Puerto Rico, so
Sean Stevenson is like that's your guy and shit or whatever. There's a bunch of role players on that. But Kevin Durant, 4-team trade. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. The Suns got KD and TJ Warren. TJ Warren is a slept-on pickup right there. It's a nice another role player because like the Nets, they're gonna need some depth after this trade, obviously. Yeah. So TJ Warren was a good get for them. The Brooklyn Nets got Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson. I'm not even reading this letter. He sucks. Yeah. This third one. And they got a shitload of picks. Yeah. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 first rounders, 2 second rounders,
and
a swap. That's a lot. Yeah. For KD, that's what you expect that. That's what you're gonna get.
Kevin Durant, so
he arguably, like I still say it's Giannis, but like arguably the best player in the league, Kevin Durant. Yeah.
So they got everything but the kitchen sink, basically. Yeah.
The other two teams involved in this trade were the Bucks and Pacers. I like the Bucks on what they got out of this. They got Jay Crowder. That's a good solid.
Yeah, Jay Crowder is one. That's why I want our
Crowder
team.
Helps you win games. It's like
he's a person where if you don't, like I said, if you don't watch ball, like we watch basketball, so like we know who Jay Crowder is. If you're a casual fan or you're not a fan at all, you're like, who is this guy? It's like he's the type of guy that you need on your team.
Every team he's gone to, he's contributed.
Yeah, like he's going to rebound
for every team. So
he's going to hit the glass hard as hell and rebound.
Every team he's gone to, there's no team that said that, man, why they get this dude? Like every single team he's gone to is like he's been a positive for every.
Like you need a guy who goes in who like our hard guy that we had that would just go in and just crash like back with the Bulls with the 11 Bulls. Taj Gibson was like that type of a guy. Like he would just go in and you need a player like that on your team. Like it's like what I do is not I don't have the prettiest thing. I'm not like the finesse and all the handles and all that. But
the championship years, Rodman was that dude.
Yeah, because everybody doesn't have the Kyrie Irving handles. Everybody don't got the Ja Morant handles. Everybody ain't got that. Mm-hmm. So you need somebody who can just go in and just crash the glass and just get 50-50 balls and do that. That's what you need on your team.
Indiana Pacers, I think they got a bunch of guys they're gonna buy out because they rebuilding like George Hill, Serge Ibaka. I don't think either of them are ever gonna play for the Pacers. They probably gonna get bought out. They got a shitload, like 3 second rounders, and they got some cash. So that's what they get. So that's what Pacers got in this deal. Like, I don't think Hill or Ibaka is gonna play for them. They probably buy out candidates because they veterans. Like Pacers are young, rebuilding.
Yeah.
They probably not gonna keep either of those guys.
Yeah, they're gonna get bought out.
They'll get bought out and do a little ring chasing. Even though
Yeah.
Serge got one with Toronto, but why
With
not?
Toronto, yeah.
Why not try to get another one? So like these
They go
guys,
to sleep like, hey, big head.
they had a trade too. We're gonna get to theirs. Clippers and Hornets. Some of these trades I'm gonna go over quickly and shit. I'm gonna get to the Kyrie one and then come back to this one. So we get to the good one, come back to the whack ones. Sorry, Clippers, but yeah, your trade stunk and shit. So we're gonna come back to that. Okay. I don't even see the fucking Kyrie. Here it is. Mavericks, yeah, Kyrie Irving and Markieff Morris. And then the Nets got Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, a first rounder, and 2 second-round picks. So Dallas didn't even give up a lot to get Kyrie. They only had to give up one pick. Yeah, yeah.
Well, we know what that's about.
We already know what time that was.
But Mark Cuban's like, I don't give a damn.
Mark
Cuban goes against the grain anyway.
You need that second star, yeah. So
because he's a person that he's like, hey, I don't care what you do in your personal life. I don't care.
You didn't even give up a lot, yeah. You gave up. Unless you just think Dinwiddie is so valuable. Like he's a good player, but you're not gonna lose sleep if you lose a player like him. It's like, yeah,
you're not. So
basically, let's roast the Brooklyn Nets then. Since I already roasted my Bulls, let's roast the Brooklyn Nets then. So they turned a big three of Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden into Ben fucking Simmons and shit. Because now he's the guy on that team. It's like that's what you did, turned it into.
Have you seen the meme? Did you see the meme of Ben Simmons? They was like after the big three is gone, and you know the last scene, the freshman when Will walks on the set and everything is gone. Yeah. And Ben Simmons' face full of shit. It's Ben Simmons looking like.
Now, yeah, you wanted to be the guy. Yeah, you're the guy now in Brooklyn.
That made me laugh out loud.
A bunch of role players too. Like I said, yeah. So you turn to Ben Simmons, Mikal Bridges, Seth Curry, not Steph Curry, Seth Curry, and who's the other guy I was about to say, and Spencer Dinwiddie. That's what you turned it into, basically.
Brooklyn. Well, we got Steph Curry, Seth.
Yeah, we got Seth. Curry out of it. Yeah, Seth Curry.
not Steph. Seth.
Crazy, you turned a big three of two former MVPs. And then Kyrie Irving, who just scored Will and shit, into fucking Seth Curry and Ben Simmons, and Mikal Bridges and fucking Spencer Dinwiddie. That's what you got.
A shit ton of picks. So hey,
you got some. They can rebuild at least. Yeah, they got back because they gave up a lot of picks to get Harden. So at least they got some of those picks back now. They got some picks back that they gave up for Harden. So
the one thing that guy, that owner, that billionaire dude, he don't play games.
Yeah. He blew that shit up with the quick.
He don't play games.
Here's the thing with Brooklyn. Like I said, I think Kevin Durant just once Kyrie was out of there, he was like, yeah, like
I'm gone too.
I think maybe he had requested a trade before the season.
Right.
When Kyrie didn't extend, when they didn't extend Kyrie. Because of last season, all the bullshit that was going on with the vaccine and all of that shit is like, so like Brooklyn decided not to extend Kyrie during the offseason. KD all of a sudden said, hey, I don't want to be here. But then when Kyrie comes back, he opted into the final year. And then KD said, okay, let's see what happens. He probably had an under the table deal. Like, if this don't work out, y'all will trade me at the deadline. You know, he probably like way back then, he had agreed with the Brooklyn Nets. Like, yeah. We're going to try it, but if it don't work out, I want you to trade me.
In my mind, I said he's
trying a destination to Phoenix. You're not trading me to a scrub-ass team. Like, that's where I want to go. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, I want to go there. That's where you traded me to. So they probably had this.
In my mind, I say that he's like, I see you, Kyrie, out west, and I raise you. You ain't the only one going out west. I'm going out west, too.
Like, I'm out, too, yeah. Deuces.
I see your Dallas Mavericks and I raised you with Phoenix Sun. Basically, that's what he said.
But also what's underrated in this Phoenix Suns deal too. Like everybody's talking about the big three of KD, D Book, and Chris Paul. But guess what? Nobody's talking about. They kept Aiden. They didn't have to give
I'm about
Aiden.
to say they kept DeAndre Ayton. Yep, they kept
Because I
Aiden.
thought Aiden was good. I just knew he was going back to Brooklyn. Yeah. When I heard, I said, okay,
Nope,
it's
they
Aiden
kept
and who
DeAndre
else? But
Ayton.
like they,
Yeah.
they didn't even give up Aiden. I knew
And that's
Aiden was
huge.
one of the pieces. They were able to get this big three and keep Aiden.
Like, how'd they finesse that? That's what I say. I need to.
Because
So
when
if
I
you need
heard it,
negotiation
I just
skills,
knew that he was gonna be. I'll say, okay, say DeAndre Aiden and who else? Like that's where my mind was going. I said, no,
if you need
Aiden wasn't part of it.
negotiation
I was like,
skills, talk to who's Phoenix Suns owner. Talk to their owner because he has hella skills.
yeah.
Because like, how was he able to negotiate that where
For
I
this,
don't give up DeAndre Ayton?
Kevin Durant and didn't have to give up DeAndre Aiden.
I just knew that Aiden was out there. I'm like, okay, yeah, Durant's there, but no
I knew
Aiden no
he was
more.
gonna be part. I say, okay, Brooklyn's gonna get
Yeah.
Aiden. Like, who else they gonna get in the deal? Like, yeah. And I saw, oh, Aiden wasn't part of it. Okay, even better.
Yeah.
So he kept a young big man. So now Aiden, like the pressure's really off of him. Like he'd be the fourth option, which is fine for him. He don't need none of that pressure. Yeah, fourth
All
option.
he gotta do is just crash the glass.
Yep.
All he gotta do.
Yep. He could be like what DeAndre Jordan was like during the Lob City Clippers.
Just get in where you fit in. Like, just get in and put back. Just get in where you fit in.
He had that DeAndre Jordan role during the Lob City. That's what he'll be.
Mm-hmm.
It's crashing.
And that's all you gotta do. Like, no plays are written for you. You just get yours where you fit in.
Yep.
We ain't drawing no plays for you.
All right, whack ass Clippers trade. Mason Plumlee for Reggie Jackson. He's going to get bought out as well too. Reggie Jackson is never going to play a game for the Hornets.
He's not.
What else? I'm only going to read the big trades. Is Eric Gordon? This is pretty It's not as nothing's going to be as big as that KD and Kyrie.
Yeah, I was like, whoa when I saw that.
Clippers got Eric Gordon back. Yeah. People forget he originally was drafted by them like way back. He was part of the Chris Paul trade. People forget.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
They sent Chris Paul to New Orleans for Eric Gordon way back 10 years ago, whatever year that was. They got Eric Gordon back, 3 future seconds. The Rockets got John Wall back. Yeah, that's hilarious. Danny Green and a protected swap. So
Danny Green still playing?
I don't expect either of them to play a single. I don't expect either of them to play a game for the Rockets. Like, once again, another young rebuilding team. Like, John Wall's going to get waived, and Danny Green's going to get waived.
Because Danny Green's about my age, it feels like.
The Grizzlies got Luke Kennard. I'm assuming Danny Green came from the Grizzlies. Like, because I don't remember him playing with the Clippers. So I'm assuming like he was part of the Grizzlies sent him.
I didn't even know he was still playing.
Nor did I. I saw this, yeah. And nor do I expect him to play a single game for Houston. He's not going to play for them. He's probably already waived and shit, but okay. We're gonna skip this Celtics trade. That sucks. Josh Richardson to the Pelicans for Devontae Graham and a bunch of seconds. Okay. Pistons. Okay, this is the one I wanted to talk about. Yeah. Okay. Pistons, Warriors, Hawks, Blazers, another 4-teamer. Warriors got Gary Payton II back, which they probably never wanted to lose him. They just couldn't afford him. Yeah. So like he was a big part of that championship win.
Yeah, right? He was.
So Payton's back in along with 3 second-rounders.
Got the baby glove back.
Yep, he's back. The Atlanta Hawks got Sadiq Bey. Young guy, I don't know a lot about him. Portland, Kevin Knox and 5 future second-rounders. He wasn't throwing these second-rounders around big time.
Yeah.
Most second rounders kind of suck. Is like you get occasionally get like Joker or Io DeSuma, but like most of them are gonna
or Draymond Green.
Yeah, you're gonna find a gem. Like I said, Draymond. What's
Isaiah Thomas?
Isaiah, obviously the GOAT second rounder is Jokic because he's
Jokic. Yeah, he's MVP. Yeah.
2-time MVP, so he's the GOAT second round. But yeah, you're gonna find a Draymond. You're gonna find like an Io DeSuma. Occasionally you'll find like those gems, but most of the time, yeah, you're not gonna get much. It's gonna be a bunch of bombs. Yeah. So that's why they're throwing these second rounders around. Detroit got James Wiseman, so Golden State officially moved on from the young boy. See, that's the kind of moves I wanted the Bulls to make. You could have traded Alex Caruso or somebody for Wiseman because Vooch is aging. Is like, why not try to get a younger center? Golden State gave up on him. Like, yeah, it's not gonna cost you much. Like I said, probably like one of your role players. which you got a lot of guards anyway. Like out of them, I'd give up Caruso to take a look at Wiseman, a free look. Yeah, if he's a bust, you just cut him. It's like, yeah, but at least give him a look. You get some prospect, you get some young talent on this team. That's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Candlestick skip this Dario Saric trade. That sucks. Justin Holiday, I'm definitely skipping that trade. Sorry, Justin, former Bull. Another underrated trade here. Nuggets, Lakers, Clippers, and Magic.
All these damn teams. Okay.
14. The Nuggets got Thomas Bryant from the Lakers. The Lakers got this is interesting. Another guy the Bulls like could have took a peek at. Mo Bamba is headed to
but I think about that song in Mo Bamba song.
Young brother, boom.
That's all I think about that Mo Bamba song.
Yeah, so Mo Bamba, he kind of like falling out of favor because ironically, like a former Bull took his spot because when the Bulls traded Wendell Carter to
Wendell Carter, yeah,
he been balling out. So like so Orlando decided, okay, Carter is our future big, so they gave up on Mo Bamba. Yeah, but once again, like a Caruso might have got him for he was like, I'll say give it a free look. Yeah. With Mo Bamba, Devon Reed in the second round to the Lakers. Clippers got Bones. I'm not Reed. He sucks. Yeah, and he might not suck, but and then Orlando got Patrick Beverly, who's gonna be bought out. He's not gonna play for Orlando. A second and some cash. So yeah, the Bulls sign him. They need Bulls got a shitload of guards over. And of course, the Westbrook trade. Let's read that. It's the 3-teamer between the Lakers, Timberwolves, and Jazz. Lakers, D'Lo, Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt is what they got. I like it. Timberwolves got Mike Conley. It's another guy who I haven't heard. They got 3 second-rounders as well. Jazz, Westbrook, another guy, Damon Jones, and a first-rounder from the Lakers. Westbrook's going to get bought out as well, too.
Yeah.
As their young rebuilding team, they're not going to keep him. And he may be Chicago bound. That's the story that's been out
and
there.
That's the story. I'm about to say that's the story. See, we're not new at this because my thing is, okay, maybe the Bulls were looking like, it'll cost us too much to give up right now for the trade deadline. Let's see what we have in the
maybe they don't want. Maybe they just don't want to give him up. Like we like Alex, we don't want to trade him. That's the guy I keep because the Bulls got a lot of guards. Now, to all of the guards, that's the one I would trade. Like out of Kobe White, Ayo Dosunmu, Dalen Terry, and him, like he's the one out. He's the odd man out to me. Like yeah, Caruso is the guy I would trade out of those 4. Yeah, because the young guys I would keep all of them. So yeah, you got to lose a guard unless you're just not gonna resign Kobe White. Then he becomes an option. But I think they might resign him though.
Yeah,
he's playing well. So like the Bulls probably will resign him unless you're just not gonna resign him. Yeah, I would like Caruso's the guy I would send out. Yeah.
So maybe they are looking at, hey, let's get some people for cheap. Let's do this cheap.
Yeah, and maybe they just really like Alex. I don't know. We like Alex. We don't want to trade him.
If that's the case, if you're trying to do it cheap, I mean, you know how I feel about a sale. I like stuff on sale.
Yeah.
So if you can get something on sale and
Westbrook,
Westbrook is a triple-double machine, but it's like if Westbrook were to come here, he does have to just get in his head like, I'm here to distribute. They got enough scoring. Bulls have Zach LaVine. Bulls have DeMar DeRozan and Nikola Vucevic. Yeah, they have scoring.
You get his at times, yeah.
What they don't have is a distributor.
Yeah. I see people that want no parts of Westbrook, but like I say what I said in our group chat. Yeah. But this team is like it's dull. It's like
watching paint dry.
Not exciting. It's like so I'm all for like something that shakes this foundation. This team has been like boring all this season.
And we know at the very least Westbrook is going to give us a colorful outfit.
It could be fun. It's like, yeah, I don't expect.
Come in and some.
I don't expect Westbrook to move the needle like per se, but it could be fun. That's what I'm thinking about. Like this signing could be fun. Like that's what I'm looking for. Entertainment factor is what I'm looking for. And right now, the current Bulls lineup does not entertain me.
I think he can get the ball and get the.
All right, sorry, Salik, but yeah, it don't entertain.
Distribute. Me. I think he can do some of the, like he won't miss. Like, hey, this person's been open. He won't miss that. I don't think. So, if they do it.
Everybody's sleeping on the Lakers deadline, I guess, because of the other big moves. Like I said, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. There's been like way bigger moves, but I'll say the Lakers might have had the third best out of the deadline teams. I think they did the third best because they got like I said, D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt, and Mo Bamba. Yeah, and all they gave up was Westbrook, basically. Yeah. So I think that's not bad to me. It's like unless you think Thomas Bryant was so cold and shit. Yeah, but Westbrook and Thomas Bryant was really all they gave up. So they haven't given. They didn't give
said, "Hey, I'm sick of losing."
I want to. I'm trying to get at least into the play in because the Lakers on the outside looking in now. So let's at least make the play in because like if they get it's like if they make the play in, like some of those teams might not want to see LeBron in the first round.
It's a chance.
Yeah,
it's always a chance. Like
upsets can happen when you got that dude.
Like what McCall say back in the day. Spurs always said that if we just get in, we good.
Yeah,
we just got to get in.
Especially somebody
really wants to see the Spurs in the first round.
Memphis might not want to see LeBron in the first round, for example. Yeah. Some of these young teams that are like,
you got a more experienced LeBron who was playing before Ja Morant was born. I mean, I'm just being funny. Damn near close, almost.
What? You know? 03, what year was I don't know what year he was born.
Close, like Morant was like 22.
Yeah, he was a baby.
It's real close, like he's yeah. So you may not want to see him on the court.
Or unless you think Patrick Beverly was so cold, I forgot about him. Sorry, West Side. Yeah. But they gave up Westbrook, Patrick Beverly, and fucking Thomas Bryant, like I said. And they got D'Lo, Malik Beasley, Vanderbilt, and Mo Bamba. Yeah. Especially those other three. Bamba, Russell, and Malik Beasley. Those some good gets. That was some good gets to me. Lakers had a good deadline. Raptors, we'll skip them. They didn't do shit. Yeah, their trade was mild sauce. The Heat, skip that. I just did the Mavericks, Nets. We just did that, Kyrie. I forgot Hachimura. I totally forgot about it. Lakers, they kicked it off like a couple of weeks back. Yeah, they got Rui Hachimura. I totally forgot about that.
I forgot about him.
That's the one that kicked it off. Like maybe a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, something like that. And they just gave up Kendrick Nunn for him. So yeah. So I forgot. So they got the other 3-4 guys unnamed. You can say, D'Lo, Vanderbilt, Malik Beasley, Mo Bamba, and Rui Hachimura. Yeah, Lakers had a damn good deadline to me. They had a damn good deadline. I don't know if it gets them in, but at least they got some young talent now. Yeah,
some talent.
They got Westbrook out of there, which is what they wanted. Yeah, his $45 million, whatever he was making, they got that off. They got out of the luxury tax.
Marcus kept on saying that he was like the problem with Westbrook. He was like he's making $45 million. He was like, it's not the fact that he can't because he can still. He's making $45 million.
Yeah, it's like, dude, he's not the worst player in the league, but he probably has the worst contract. Well, before the
that's the problem. That's what Marcus was saying. That's the problem.
In the league, yeah. Difference between being bad and having a bad contract. If Westbrook was making like what 15 million or something like that, so instead of damn near 50 million and shit, so it will be different. Yeah, he'd be playing him with his contract then.
Right.
He's a role player, but to pay a role player like 45 million, that's the problem.
A lot.
So in a role player that much. He's making more than, I think he's making more than KD. I don't know if he might be making more than LeBron. I mean, he's making more than AD. Yeah, I know he's making more than Anthony Davis. Like I want to see, he might be up there making more than LeBron. It's a role play. I can't find the salaries now, but Westbrook is definitely one of the top players.
It just wasn't good with their money and stuff like that because they paid Lou Deng for how long? That they just stopped paying Lou Deng like now. I think
he's still getting paid for years.
I think he just stopped like last year.
Contract and they stretched it. They cut him like before LeBron even got there. They've been cut him. So like 2017 or 18, whenever they cut him. And
he was getting money like 2022 or 21 or 2, something like that. He was getting money.
Yeah. It's funny when guys get paid way after they gone. Like how long were the Pistons paying Josh Smith, for example? He played like one season there, and then when Stan Van Gundy said, "We don't like that motherfucker," so they just waived him and shit. They paid him just to go away and shit.
We need to figure out, like, that's the book we need to figure out, like, how you get paid and not work.
Well, no, who else had a contract like that? Like, how long would the Knicks playing Joakim Noah? Are they still paying him? Noah might still be getting checks from the Knicks. He might still be getting checks from him. I haven't looked. But I know, like, because Noah had one of them shitty contracts too, and they were paying him for years, and then finally waived him.
A lot of coaches get contracts like that too. Like, who was it? Was that Mike Brown who's getting money?
Yes, the coaches are a little different, yeah. Because
he getting money from like 2 teams or something.
Nah, because if you get re-signed, then I think your money, the contract, I think the coach salaries are a little different. Then once you take a new job, it's like with alimony. Once you remarry,
okay,
gotcha. I don't know. The coaches might be a little different because I don't know if their contracts are like the player contracts until, like, if they stretch it, it lasts till whenever the stretch is. Because like coach contracts don't go against the salary cap. That's why, yeah. So the structure is a little different. Player contracts, if you paying somebody like, let's say, $20 million a season, and you still owe them like 2 seasons, but you don't want that $20 million to be on your salary cap for like 2 years. So you stretch it out in like $10 million a year for like the next 4 years, even though they've been gone, like a salary cap thing. You can stretch that contract out for like a longer period. So we're paying. So Laldin was still getting about $5 million from the Lakers for a year. They stretched whatever they owed him out, and like it was like between like $5 million a year until they finished paying the whole contract out. So like that's how it out. But yeah, I don't think coach salaries count towards the salary cap. I think it's just for players.
They were getting that money.
Trade deadline was definitely it was entertaining.
A lot going on.
Not a Bulls fan, it was entertaining. Where we going there? Oh, here's what else been shaking the streets up. Billboard magazine, the top 50 rappers of all time. I'm only gonna read the first half of this because like I don't feel like reading it all. So you want to break this list down? We're gonna count it down 25 to 1.
Yeah, 25 to 1 is fine.
So I'm gonna start there. 25, METHOD, man. So Tikal is 25. He's going to upset some of your old school hip hop heads, like the 50+ heads. KRS-One at 24. Curtis Blow at 23. Ghostface at 22. A lot of cats my age are pissed off at that one. The late DMX 21. The top 20 we in now, according to Billboard, top 20 rappers of all time. Big Daddy Kane at 20. Missy Elliott's 19. Ice Cube 18. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
West Coast love. 50, 17. Scarface 16. A lot of cats my age got really pissed off at that one. A lot of people have Scarface in their top 5 easily. Some in their top 2. I know, like, a lot of cats in my age group, they fucks with Scarface.
Yeah, boys, yeah.
Fucks with Face, yeah. It's the Brad Jordan. Shout out, Face. 15, J. Cole. Okay,
like it.
14, LL Cool J. I'd have had LL higher. LL's
top. I was like, where's LL? That's what I was looking at. Where's LL? Okay.
Top 10.
I would have had him a little higher. Yeah.
Other one, the 50+ crowd. Rakim at 13. That really made
massive flash.
Cats' heads exploded when they saw that. Yeah. Rakim. Right. Sometimes Rakim is the GOAT. Some people, and then definitely at 13, that made some heads explode. Especially some of these names ahead of him, they really going to explode. 3 Stacks at 12. Shout out Trader Chocolate Jock. That's his favorite of all time. 3 Stacks, little ATL love. Yeah. Number 11. Guess who made 11? Guess who made 11?
Yay.
Number 11. Kanye, number 11. Almost, Ye should have been top 10. Ye should have been top 5. Ye should have been top 2 and not number 2.
You don't have the answer.
You ain't got the answers, Billboard, but Ye should have been top 2 and I'm not number 2. That's something Kanye was. Top 2, but not number 2. Figure it out. Kanye's 11. Now we're moving into the top 10.
That's our top 10, yeah.
Nicki Minaj, number 10. So according to Billboard, Nicki Minaj is the greatest female MC of all time because there's no more females above her on this list. So
Super bass.
What do you think about that? Nicki Minaj, the GOAT female.
I'm not sure about like, I mean, as far as like accomplishment, like she's probably accomplished more than like any other
Had a
female.
longer run than a lot because Nicki
But
still in her run technically. Like
but as far as like,
she got records on the radio now. Like she's
yeah, as far as like skill set and rhymes and stuff, nah. If you just go straight by accomplishments, then yes, you go by accomplishments, but it's more than just accomplishments because there's a lot of people who have awards, but
I'm gonna read what they
great.
how they did this list. It's been determined by the artist's body of work, cultural impact, longevity, lyrics, and flow. So that's how they determined this. Yeah, it's a combination. That's the criteria. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Nicki Minaj, the GOAT female, according to Billboard. Number 9, Snoop D-O double G. I don't know. Snoop Dogg. Guess who number 8 was?
Who?
Drake. Depending on who you are, you would just say if that's too low or too high. It's like, of course, cats our age say like, he's too high. Drake ain't no top 10, but if you grew up in this era, like, yeah, Drake been around a decade plus. Like 08, 09, Drake been around.
So, only mean one thing.
So you would say Drake was rated too low if this is the era you grew up in. Like Drake still killing it. Y'all crazy. Like if you like 30-ish, like you might say Drake is like should be in that top 5. It's like number 7, Drake's mentor, Lil Wayne. Yeah. I like Wayne there. That's a good spot.
One banana.
I think Wayne is top 10. Yeah, that's a good spot for Wayne.
It's 7 foot, 8 foot bunch.
Okay, now we get into the real rappers. I guess you can call this top 6. When people say the real rap, not saying Wayne and Drake aren't real rappers, but you know what I'm saying.
I know what you mean.
So I'm gonna put Wayne in that. So let's say the top 7. Top 7, we get into the real rappers. Number 6. Guess who number 6 is?
If it's a Pac or Big, yeah.
B.I.G. P.O.P.P.A. Notorious B.I.G. number 6. Now we move into the top 5 MCs of all time, according to Billboard. Eminem, number 5, Slim Shady. I know he's some people's GOAT, not mine. Nobody. He's some people's GOAT. I say
Eminem is a beast. I always say he's the beast of storytelling. Like that's his strong suit. Like he can storytell like no one. Like his storytelling
I'm comfortable saying Eminem is a top 5 MC of all time.
His storytelling is on point.
If some of these cats below him, I'll put ahead of him, but yeah, I'm comfortable having them as the top 5. If you say Eminem is the top 5 MC, I won't argue that. I will allow it. Just saying, Corey, I'll allow that. Number 4, you just said his name, Tupac.
I hit him up.
Number 3, shout out Feast, our brother Nas is number.
Nas is like.
Number 2, some will say controversial, some will say he's right where he should be. Kendrick Lamar.
We gonna be all right.
He had 3 classic albums. You can't knock Kendrick.
We gonna be all right.
Kendrick just had 3 classics. Yeah. Say what you want. You might not like him, but like
I like Kendrick.
Good music. Yeah.
I like Kendrick. I do.
Classic albums. And what's the name wasn't a bad album. The Black Panther soundtrack was pretty kick-ass too. So if you want to say that's a 4th one, yeah, that was a pretty kick-ass album, that Black Panther. So, but definitely 3 easy classics, yeah. Good Kid, Mad City, Pepper Butterfly, and Damn. Like 3 classics, man. Easily.
I like Damn.
Yeah. I saw the Damn tour live. Yeah, one of the greatest concerts I ever went to.
Damn is good. I like that album. I listened to that album a lot. Damn.
My left stroke just went viral. Yeah. Great album. Of course, the number 1 rapper of all time, which I agree with on this. Hove, holla at your boy. I said Jay-Z was a GOAT. So I agree with number 1. Some of these other positions I'll move around, but yeah.
Because he's a businessman.
I'm a businessman, not a businessman. Yeah. So Jay-Z. So what do you think about some of these positions on this list?
Some of the positions are a little questionable, but I think in the meat of it, like the ones that they have, like you said, like the 7 and above, I think that they did pretty good with those.
Yeah.
I would have had LL Cool J higher.
Yeah, I put LL in top 10. So who do I
I
drop?
would have had LL Cool J higher,
Sorry, Nikki,
definitely.
you definitely getting dropped out.
Yeah, I would not have Nicki Minaj in the top
Let's
10.
count this top 10 down. So who do we lose then? Yeah. Like Jay-Z, Kendrick, Nas, Tupac, Eminem, Big, Wayne, Drake, Snoop, Nicki. Yeah, Nicki's out of there.
Nicki's out there.
So where does Snoop go then? Yeah. Snoop had an Snoop is still a man, yeah. And he's controversial now, but I like Kanye a little bit higher too. But Drake and Nicki I drop for LL and Kanye. That's my top 10, possibly. What about
Possibly.
Face? What about Cube? I'm missing a lot of names now. So I want them up
Cube
there.
is Marcus's favorite. That's a Cube. Marcus likes Cube.
We gotta lose one more then. Sorry, M. So Cube goes in Eminem. Eminem's 11. But I like Jay, Kendrick, Nas, Pac, M, Big, Wayne. I'm cool with that top 7. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Not in that order, but yeah.
pretty.
All of them have claims to being like
They have the they
goat
meet the
claims.
criteria.
Every
Like
one
you
of
go
them.
on what the criteria was, like they check the bullet points.
Yeah, 7, 8, and 9 are like I said, Wayne, Drake, and Snoop. They right there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nicki is where it kind of falls apart. And I say Ye is top 10. I don't care what anybody. I'll put Kanye higher than that. But that's the top 25. I didn't feel like reading that whole list.
Nah, yeah.
It's like a lot of names that we didn't mention here. But I said I go with the top half. That's what really counts here. So shout out Billboard. And these lists are subjective, and they gave their criteria.
I was just about to say it's your opinion. It's opinion.
They gave their criteria. It's not just we like these people. They said by body of work, cultural impact, longevity, lyrics, and flow. Like they gave the criteria. Mm-hmm. If you want to doubt any of that, like then that's when like okay, like who has more of a cultural impact and who has a longer longevity and body of work.
Body of work.
That's what got Nicki so high to longevity. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, and she has a decent little body of work too.
Yeah, because she was able to do pop and rap, and
she's still around. Yeah, she's still making.
Yeah.
Do we have a problem? And what's the remix she's on with I forgot she still got songs that we play on the radio now, basically. Mike Jones had a good question. If it's not Nicki, then who's the greatest female MC of all time? He said, "Don't say Lil Kim, LOL." Mike don't like Lil Kim. Shout out to only Mike Jones. So that's something to think about. It's like Lauryn Hill, she loses with the longevity factor.
Longevity, yeah.
She had one, and even body of work. It was the solid body of work, but she never had a follow up. Yeah,
right.
Station was amazing, but she never had a follow up though. Yeah,
right.
And then who else? Some of the earlier one, what Light, Latifah, like they
didn't have the
longevity. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just so that's a good question. Who would it be if it's not Nicki? Then who is the GOAT female?
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole new generation that are going to pass her. Like these some of these current females out now eventually going to push Nicki down further and further.
Yeah.
Because is a pretty good crop out there right now. Yeah. But,
we gonna ride Glorilla.
Don't forget Meg.
Let's ride Coi Leray. Because girls is
players too.
I like that. I actually like that song.
Players too.
Catches it. Speaking, where's Busta Rhymes on that list? Like, what the fuck? What
I read the top 25. Yeah.
Okay. But still, he should have been 25, I think.
Why don't you catch another plate? Apple bottom. When you want to bite, hold up. Your song gets stuck in your head.
It does. It does get stuck in your head.
Out to the ops. Try for the ops. It does get stuck in your head because girls is players too. Yeah. She ain't gonna make this list. Coi Leray is not even top 500, probably. Sorry. But the reason I released this list, dude, after we get ready to wrap up, we way over time. It's like,
Right.
to wrap up is I had to break this list down. I wasn't gonna let that go. It's like because hip hop turns 50 this year.
Yeah, turn 50.
August 11th, 1973. Yeah, like I wasn't born, but I know my history though. Yeah, it's been Kool Herc invented hip hop in the South Bronx. Yeah, so I know my history. Yeah, but 73 is when this whole thing started, isn't it? We call hip hop. See, the real heads know that shit. Yeah, a lot of people think it's Rapper's Delight. No, hip hop was around like 6-7 years by the time that
before Rapper's Delight.
That might have been when it went commercial, but
when it went commercial was 1979. Yeah,
before that is when hip hop was a thing and shit. Yeah. But I'm ready to wrap this up. I had to do it with that. Not another damn podcast. 298. Who's in your top 50? Maybe we call it that. I don't know. Because that covers a lot, because not only this, but also the whole LeBron GOAT debate.
Yeah, who's your top 50?
Because that kicked that off too. Like, yeah, because some people under a certain age definitely say, okay, this puts LeBron as the GOAT. Some people say, yeah, nah, Mike is still the GOAT. It's like, yeah. People say, what about Kareem? He had that record for 40 years. It's like, how is he not a GOAT and shit? It's like, yeah. My guy Talib, we got into a little debate about Kobe. I was like, Kobe, say with all due respect, as you say the most disrespectfully, say Kobe's like probably the most overrated GOAT of all time. What we just talked about a minute ago is why, because he had just jack up a million shots. That's what his game was inefficient. It's like he never saw a shot he didn't like. It's not shitting on Kobe, but yeah, dude, just like, even if he don't have the hot hand, he's gonna keep shooting like a million shots. Was Mike knew to pass to John Paxson, for example. He's like,
mentality.
They're gonna double me, so be ready. Like Kobe ain't doing none of that shit. He's gonna keep shooting. They could triple team him, and he's gonna take the shot. It's like
Shaq said at his funeral, he said, "It's no I and T, it's a me and that motherfucker."
So I just told Robert Horry and them just rebound the ball. He said that some of the team, like Horry and like Rick Fox and them,
Rick Fox and him,
he said just rebound the ball. He's not gonna pass to you. I tried to rebound the ball. He's not gonna pass to you.
Hey,
but 298. Who's in your top 50?
Who's in your top 50?
You support, and you want to support us further, you know what to do. Give us a like. Also, subscribe, share, review on your platform. Tell me Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What's good, Miss Tasha? YouTube and your Amazon Alexa devices. And follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook, as well as get my righteous hustle on in this podcast. You know how I do it.
And you can check me out at MSIMA8626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, SCR8GULEY1 on Twitter, SCR8GULEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.